All right, round 7. Finn prize double V-Star. Rahul prize the Moltress, which is probably a pretty big deal in this matchup, to be honest, because you don't want to attack with Urshifu as much. Like, I think you want Moltress for sure. I'm sure Rahul only plays one Moltress. I mean, you can get it with the Peony or draw some other prize cards, so we'll see. I'm very curious to see how this matchup actually goes. I'm pretty sure Finn won the coin flip here. We got Finn going first. There's the Mew start from Rahul. That's something that we didn't see in any of the European lists. That the Americans are rocking at one of Mew. And the Peony from Finn is interesting as well. There's a quick ball on the fan. I mean, the Peony's kind of cool though. Lets you be like super aggressive with your lets you be super aggressive with your plays. There's a big charm in that deck, I think, as well for Finn. Finn's got like a lot of. There's Tool Scrapper, Big Charm. Yeah, I wonder what Finn's list fully looks like. I wonder if there's like choice belts in there and stuff. There's an Ordinary Rod in the hand as well, so it plays a little bit of Pokemon recovery. So the bunch of different takes on the Whimsicott, it looks like overall. I don't know if I saw a Path to the Peak there from Finn, to be honest. I don't know if I saw a Path to the Peak there for edit there, to be honest. There's the double Doof. I don't know if you want 2 Bidoof in play in this matchup as Finn, to be honest. Oh, multiple Mew from Rahul. At least 2 Mew. I doubt they play more than 2 Mew. The Mew's kind of cool, though. The Mew is kind of cool. Eyeing up a Hoopa here. Are they going to get the Hoopa hit over the Keep Calling? They go with the Hoopa. Level Ball. For a Sobble as well. Now I'm really curious to actually see what this list looks like from Rahul's side as well. Energy is in an Escape Rope. Okay, so it gets his Doof KO. Is this an Urshifu deck? There is Urshifu in Rahul's deck, right? Isn't this just like Dark Urshifu? I assumed it was, or is it just Dark Pokemon? I can't see what that card in the hand is there for Rahul, but it looks like some kind of V Pokemon. Rod for Finn. It's Urshi Dark? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, the Mews are interesting for sure. As an EXP share for Finn here. But Finn plays Big Charm, so the EXP share is curious that you would actually attach it there. There's a Peony. Can grab the Fog Crystal and the Evolution Incense. So confirmed attack here for Finn. This is where it gets weird for Rahul, because Rahul can't attack the Rapid Strike energy now. So like you're forced into Dark Pokemon, but the Moltres is prized here for Rahul. So I'm curious to see what Rahul can come up with as far as it's the Metacham in the hand. I'm just curious what Rahul can come up with as attacker. Yeah, that EXP share attachment there is very curious from Finn when you play Big Charm. I'm pretty sure that's just a mistake. Like, why not leave it open for Big Charm? For sure. You're not a fan of that from Finn. He has a Quick Ball in hand as well. Gets rid of the basic Psychic. Now double Bidoof is definitely fine, because now your opponent, if they KO 2 more B-Barrels or Bidoofs, they're on odd prize cards still. The initial double bench of the Bidoofs, I was like questioning there from Finn for sure, but I mean the way the Escape Rope worked out, I mean the way the Escape Rope worked out, it made it seem fine overall. Because you know, like then Rahul can KO like 2 Whimsicotts plus 2 B-Barrels, right? So I'm very curious. There's a Passimian in the deck there from Rahul. So Rahul is still rocking the Passimian package, which is something we saw the European players cut, I think. I don't think the European players play Telescopic Sight or the Passimian. I don't think so. Unit Research as well. So definitely different than quite a bit different from the European build. Did not look like they drew very much though. Here comes the Mew. Quick Ball in the top cards. But this Whimsicott, I don't know. This just feels so tough for Rahul. How do you win? Like, you play 1 Moltres. Okay, so it's 2 baby Moltres for Rahul, actually. So there's a baby Moltres. They have that. I mean, attacking with it this turn isn't going to do very much. But can you protect it from getting knocked? And they actually puts it on the bench and passes. That feels like it's a good target there from Finn with a boss, though, now. I don't know about benching the Moltres there from Rahul, because now it can just get boss KO'd, right? It's not guaranteed to, but I mean, it's an option now here for Daniel. Doing 140. Yeah, you could boss KO this. I mean, KOing the Mew is also fine, but I don't know. KOing the Moltress seems pretty good to me. Let's see what Daniel ends up going with, though. I see a Marnie in the hand. Marnie wouldn't be a bad play here either. Just gonna go for the knockout. Okay. So Rahul will get the hit with the Moltress, which is like, I mean, Rahul, like I said, Rahul does not have a ton of attacking options. Goes with the Cynthia for a couple. Maybe should have played the level ball for the Drizzile first there from Rahul. I don't know if there's any Sobbles left in the deck. Oh, there is. Okay, okay. Looking to eye up the Mew instead, though. I'm assuming Rahul must play at least one air balloon for the Mews, I would assume, because you don't want to constantly be netting that to move it. The Mews are kind of cool, though. I kind of like the Mews. Seeing two of them, I don't know about two of them. That's kind of, I feel like you maybe get away with one. It seems like this build compared to the European build, though, is a lot less one-ofs. I think is what's going on. There's a lot less one-ofs. You see the shady dealings going on here. Eyeing up the Clara. I mean, you do need the Clara to recover the Moltress at some point. For sure here from Rahul. Goes with the Sobble, though. Gonna get a hit here as well for, I don't know, 120. So setting up a 2-hit KO here for Rahul. And then after that, once Finn goes through 2 more Moltres, I think Rahul's in a spot to 1-hit KO the next Whimsicott. But then it's the Whimsicott after that Rahul's gonna probably struggle to KO. But if like the Bidoof doesn't evolve or something, we could see like a boss KO on the Bidoof, to be honest, for Rahul to close out the game with like a Hoopa. We could see like Clara actually Rahul drew into the Clara off the Marnie there. Thinking about the EXP share here for Finn. Still has that big charm. Finn still has a big charm they can try and utilize at some point, though. Looks like another quick ball. Has a Fog Crystal in the hand, though, and you want the Fog Crystal to probably recover or to get a basic psychic for the next attacker. You also want to be thinking about the big charm here. I think I saw big charm in Daniel's list when I went through it. You definitely want to be thinking about that big charm because that'll actually stop the Moltres from KOing the next Whimsicott. So if Daniel goes KO and then Rahul goes KO, then Daniel goes KO, then the Moltres after that, if Daniel has a big charm for that Whimsicott after Daniel is down to 2 prize cards, it would be doing 220, but with a choice spell, it would be 250. Benches another Bidoof. I don't know if I like this Bidoof bench because now I can line up for Rahul to go KO 2 Whimsicotts, boss KO Bidoof with Hoopa. Actually, I don't like this Bidoof bench here from Daniel, I don't think. Unless they can evolve all of them. I guess you could big charm a Bidoof. I guess you could big charm a Bidoof maybe to stop it from Hoopa KOing it. But I don't know if I like this last Bidoof bench here from Daniel. That's one more thing you have to protect from that Hoopa KO. Because when Rahul goes for the Clara, Rahul can recover the Moltres and the Hoopa. And now Hoopa has something to kind of pick on. I'm sure Rahul plays a quick shooting as well, probably. So you can quick shooting build up damage on the B-barrels as well, I guess. So if you had like one B-barrel in play, you could big charm that B-barrel specifically. Get rid of the training court. That's pretty big. Yeah, I'm just not sure about that third Bidoof there. I was feeling a little risky. I think Finn seems to be in a pretty good spot, but Moltres, I mean, Moltres ramps up pretty fast. And it looks like Rahul has a pretty decent, I mean, can pull off the attack for sure. Gets the air balloon. Goes for a scoop up net. Whoa, get the air balloon. What? I'm so confused. Actually, how are you moving? Why would you scoop up net a Mew when you could air balloon a Mew? Oh, you can't attach it because of the attack. Okay. You don't think there's a big charm? I swear I saw a big charm. I maybe didn't. Yeah. All right. I forgot he couldn't put the air balloon. So that's definitely something that Rahul wants to try and prioritize in future games, is getting the air balloon on a Mew before you get locked by the Whimsicott. Yeah, that had me tripping for a second. I was like, why are we not getting air balloon here? Here's the Clara. There's a Moltres. Here's the Hoopa grab. So like I said, the Hoopa can go after a Bidoof at some point. Net reset. I like them. The Mews are kind of cool. I actually kind of like the Mews. They're way cooler when they actually have an air balloon, though. Without an air balloon, when you're scoop up netting a Mew, it's not as cool. So here comes a quick shooting onto one of the Whimsicotts. I probably should have put it on the other Whimsicott, though, because that one has the EXP share. So that one's more likely to attack, I think, this turn. I guess one of them has... That's not 100% true, because one of them is evolved. The other one is no energy, so... All right, all the Whimsicotts fully set up here for Finn. Can Rahul even create another attacker? But like I said, Rahul could go with like a boss play this turn and just go for a boss knockout on a Bidoof this turn with the Hoopa. Getting off another Moltres attack this turn is going to probably be pretty tough for Rahul. Did not pull the other Moltres out of the prize card, so probably going to be pretty tough. Is the third B barrel online here for Finn? If not, once again, like I said, that Bidoof bench, there's no B barrel for this Bidoof. Yeah, I must have been tripping on that big charm. I think that was an Ultra Ball fight by Finn there. There's a knockout. So just put the Bidoof in play to... Oh, it wasn't prize either. I don't think Finn plays a third B barrel. I think it's a 3-2 line and just bench the Bidoof to bench a Bidoof. So that's definitely a huge mistake from Finn to bench that Bidoof. That's just a big mistake from Finn, to be honest. Yeah, here comes the boss. So it's going to be boss KO on this Bidoof now. So... or maybe not, thinking about Peonia, but I don't think Peonia ever wins you the game. You have to go with the boss play here to try and get the... I should have got Raihan there. Goes with the Peonia. I guess maybe Rahul's thinking boss KO the Bidoof and then Peonia into... Okay, I think I see what Rahul's going for here. Yeah. Like, imagine if, like, I was talking about this Bidoof turns ago, and now it's happening. The boss KO on the Bidoof is happening. Yo, give me the doof. Huge mistake from Finn. Could get punished for it now. We'll see. The Moltress is in the prize card, so that's what Rahul is looking for here. You got to be aware of the prize trade and, like, ways your opponent can abuse what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to put the Bidoof in play. It didn't give Daniel anything besides getting it out of the deck, which isn't worth the trade-off of giving your opponent a route to draw prize cards. Like, it did do something, but it didn't outweigh the value that it gives Rahul. And Rahul gets some Moltress off the prize cards here. So needs a couple energy for it. Has the training cord in play, but that can be replaced. It could also get Marnied. I'm sure Finn is looking for a Marnie here. Because you know Rahul has, like, the Shady Dealings in Teleon and all that stuff going on. So I'm sure Finn is looking for a... Yep, already has the pat to the feet. Pat to the feet. Pat to the peak. No Marnie would be pretty rough. Loon to the Beebs. I see an Ultra Ball in the hand. Rahul also could have built up quick shootings on the B barrels instead if the Bidoof wasn't in play, but no reason to make it easier for your opponent. Like, if Rahul prized the quick shooting or can't find it soon enough to, like, get the KO on the B barrel, then no reason to help your opponent out. Get it through. I see the Marnie in the hand here for Finn, so we're gonna see the Marnie for sure here. Yeah, no reason not to Marnie here. Marnie and hope that Rahul just doesn't have it. And there's just a scoop from Rahul instantly. Didn't even, like, wait to see the top deck. I don't know if Rahul had game in hand. I don't know if Rahul had game in hand before the Marnie, but it definitely feels like... I mean, it was definitely a better hand for sure. Definitely a better hand for sure before. You appreciate the gifted sub there, J-Car, over to Kate. Yo, appreciate 613 sub there, Mudfish. All right, game 2. Let's see what they got. Palpad early. Yeah, Palpad early was pretty rough. Couldn't recover the Clara. I mean, that's what you get for playing the research in the deck, though, right? Rahul could have not discarded it, though. Rahul, I think, could have Shady Dealings and grabbed the Cynthia's Ambition instead of using the research. So, I mean, that's why you don't play. That's why most of these lists don't play the research, right? The research is not worth the risk of losing your cards. Double Drizzy prize for Rahul. If Rahul is rocking the 4-3 Drizzile line, that's going to be pretty rough. Only Whimsicott V-Star prize for Finn, but it's not in the last 2, so Finn can definitely draw it before... what's it called happens. It looks like Rahul chose to go first here and completely ignores the Urshifu. So we know that's not even going to be a thought here for Rahul. I guess this is correct, right? You want to go... yeah, it makes sense. Go first as Rahul. I guess there's no real great opportunity to use Urshifu. I don't know. You could set up an Urshifu. Oh, G-Max Rapid Flow seems still very good. I actually don't like this play from Rahul. Rahul had turn 2 G-Max Rapid Flow in the hand, but I guess if you just get Crushing Hammer to Fan Aways, it's not going to happen, right? Maybe it's not worth going for. I just don't hate the idea of trying to go for a turn 2 G-Max Rapid Flow because until their opponent draws a bunch of prize cards, Moltress really isn't doing anything anyway. So if you just get off a G-Max Rapid Flow, KO to, like, double Bidoof or set up, like, one of the Whimsicotts plus KO Bidoof, but I guess the chance of that happening is probably pretty low because Finn does play, like, fans and hammers, so getting 2 energy on an Urshifu is, like, going to be pretty unlikely, I guess. So completely giving up on the Urshifu line, I guess, isn't terrible. But it almost makes me feel like then Rahul maybe should have chosen to go second. Maybe hope Finn whiffs the turn 1 energy attachment, which is possible to the Whimsicott, and then, you know, going for a keep calling turn 1 instead. I chose to go first. I don't dislike it, but it feels like you're going to be in the same spot here as Rahul anyways. I guess you, like, by going first, you get to set up for a Hoopa play, and that's basically it, though. You get to potentially go Hoopa knockout, is what you're looking for here as Rahul. Is like turn 2 Hoopa KO on a doof or a punch of Whimsicott, maybe. Energy already down for Finn. Double doofins. Another GTE in the hand. I don't see the other card. Looks at research. Giving up a B barrel and a DT. Was thinking about holding on to the hand to get the B barrel into play, but just lets it go. Does play the ordinary route, so can recover it. You'll appreciate the 22 months there, Jake. Another Whims making its way down. Could wait a turn on the Whims, to be honest, as Finn, because now, like, Rahul could boss it and try and trap it, but I think I see balloons in hand, so Finn was maybe making that play based on that, the hand. Pass. Had one more card that they could have played, chose not to. So over to Rahul. And I think you go, gets the balloon down. This is big, especially if Finn does not play the scrapper. The balloon is huge, actually, I feel like. That makes it so much easier for Rahul to, like, do stuff throughout this game. Make all the plays so much cleaner. The balloon is definitely big there. Go to the quick ball. I'm sure he's gonna probably just go with Hoopa Punch here, I think. Gives up the Rapid Strike energy. Has the energy search. I think it's 3 Rapid Strike energy in the hand here for Rahul, which is, like, good when you have the quick balls, bad when you don't. Goes with another reset on the Drizzle, and I think got the research there. So now it's going to be able to research the hand. Draw some new cards. Get rid of all the Rapid Strike energy. Loses the Bird Keeper as well, but that's fine to kind of get rid of here. Fresh hand to work with. Another reason this matchup is tough for Rahul is just the amount of Marnie that Finn plays. Finn probably plays 4 Marnie, and Marnie is just like... Marnie is just tough. Marnie is just tough. Hat does play the scrapper. Immediately gets rid of the air balloon. That's unfortunate for Rahul. Marnie's tough for Rahul's deck. The deck doesn't play a ton of draw supporters. You're trying to build up a hand with options and kind of keep that rolling. So the Marnies don't completely kill you, but they can be tough to deal with over and over and over again. So a deck that plays 4 Marnie is just tough to deal with in general. The quick ball for a Crobat from Finn. Crushing Hammer, why not? Throw it out, try and reduce the amount of cards in hand for the Crobat. Here comes the Crobat for 5. Another Crushing Hammer, another Whims. Is there a V-Star, though? No V-Star would be pretty bad here for Finn to whiff. There's a Marnie. So no V-Star yet, but could get into it. Let's see. Oof. There's the Doof. I don't see a V-Star yet. Maybe can they even draw a card? Attacking for not a KO here would definitely be pretty bad for Finn. All Crystal fail probably. Already attached return. Has plenty of Whimsicotts in play. And then Beebs for 3, I think. Is the V-Star. Oh, there's the Ultra Ball. All right, so Finn able to get the V-Star online. Start swinging. No special energy to shut down. Shuts down the potential for another air balloon. There's probably only one air balloon in Rahul's list. Just drawing the prize card is the biggest thing there. It's kind of funny. Like, none of the disruption from Finn, like, really matters in this matchup that much. I guess, like, it would allow Rahul to, like, bench Urshifu at some point and maybe Raihan to it. And get off a G-Max Drive Flow that way. But if you ever bench it, there's always a threat that it gets bossed. So, some Drizzy chaining coming in from Rahul. I think trying to get out that quick shooting as soon as possible and try and build up some quick shooting pings, I would imagine. Training Court, and then we see the Cynthias for 4. I'm probably looking for an Urshifu play. Has Net and Evolution Incense, so if the Shade Dealing's Italian isn't prized, I think should have it here. Could attack with Passimian with a fighting energy, maybe. Maybe just gonna run to the Passimian. Stall for a turn. The Passimian bench is interesting. Bench Passimian, then just passed. Why bench the Passimian? That's interesting. Play around Escape Rope, maybe. Maybe Rahul is trying to play around Escape Rope. I don't think that's a thing that I'd play around against Whimsicott, though. Like, Whimsicott usually only plays Air Balloon. I don't think I'm gonna try. I don't think I'm gonna overbench to play around a card they probably don't play here, to be honest, personally. And not a huge fan of that play from Rahul. Knocking out the Muse okay, but I think Finn might want to look for a boss here to KO a Drizzile, to be honest. Ooh, the Avery's good, though. That's big. Now, Avery into Escape Rope would be pretty sick. Ooh, thinks about not playing it. Thinking about using it. No, doesn't want the extra energy. Don't want to overload the hand. Want to make sure the B-Barrel keeps drawing. Ultra Balls away, double fan. Maybe looking to set up that second B-Barrel. This one's a little bit less... I mean, if you have the out for the B-Barrel, it's a little bit less risky. The chance that Rahul's going to boss it next turn is probably none. Because the only way for Rahul to recover cards, I think, is probably the Clara. Might play an Ordinary Rod. Rahul's getting the quick shooting online. Start build up some damage. Which is up. Shady Dealings Inteleon. Quick ball. And what is the question? Definitely trying to attack with Moltress this turn. Probably a Scoop Net to reset if they don't already have that. Looking for the Peonia maybe though. I don't know what's prized, but there might be something important prized. Let's see. Not a lot of time left too. I just realized that. They only have 10 minutes left and they are 3 prize cards deep in game 2 right now. I actually wonder what would have happened if Finn had just drew past like for the whole game. Like did not attack. I wonder if Rahul could do enough damage to actually win the game. And like if Rahul ever benched an Urshifu, maybe you boss KO that, but that would have actually been interesting to be honest. As like a strategy from Finn. It's a Scoop Up Net into a Sobble. Did Rahul forget to Quick Ball first there? Is Rahul just gonna burn an extra Scoop Up Net here? I think Rahul maybe forgot to Quick Ball first there. Maybe it's gonna pass with the Sobble the active this turn though. I assume you want to attack with the Moltress, which means that Scoop Net was kind of wasted if you're gonna have to use another one to move the Sobble out of the active now. Oh, it is just a pass. Okay. So Marnie here is just really good from Finn. If Finn has a Marnie, and this is why Marnie's so good against this matchup against Rahul. Didn't even put the quick shooting in play either from Rahul. I mean, it would have been a good boss target from Finn, but I think Marnie is always the optimal play here from Finn if you got it. Line up the EXP share. And then let's see if there is a Marnie for Finn here. Barrel for 3. Marnie would be huge. Here's to see what Rahul does here on this next turn if there's no Marnie. It chose not to swing last turn. I mean, the Moltress will be hitting harder this turn. Maybe looking for like a boss KO on the Crobat or something. It didn't even use Peonia last turn, but could they have used Peonia last turn? I feel like they didn't play a supporter last turn. I think Rahul could have used Peonia last turn. Had a pretty big hand to work with as well. It definitely feels like it's slipping far away from Rahul. Did Peonia? Oh, did he Peonia last turn? Oh, maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, okay. I just wasn't paying attention then. Got the net, got the quick ball. Okay, Moltress is swinging now. Here we go. Other dealings. Evolution Incense. Not grab the Clara. Probably want to leave it in the deck. But the Evolution Incense is like one less good draw you could get as well. Yeah, and there's the boss. So we will see the KO here probably on the Crobat. Or not the KO. Ooh, maybe setting up for like some kind of Yoga Loop. Is it for 170? Yeah, so maybe some kind of Yoga Loop play here coming in from Rahul. This could get interesting. If you do put the Metacham in play, though... If you put Metacham in play, then your opponent... If you put Metacham in play... Then your opponent... What's it called? Your opponent has a 2-prize Pokemon to kind of take out. We'll see what they do here. That's what I'd be afraid of, though. They got a 2-prize Pokemon in play for them to close out the game on. As long as Finn has a boss left, which I don't think I've seen one hit the discard pile yet, but I could be wrong. Only 2 minutes left as well, and Rahul needs 5 prize cards. Boss on the Drizzile. I don't know if I like this play, actually, from Finn. I don't hate it, but I think knocking out Moltres plus Marnie would have been better, but this does take away the Inteleon play. This seems solid as well. I think I would have just gone for the Moltres KO, but I guess if you don't have Marnie KO, and Moltres feels way worse. Also could have been one of those situations where Finn couldn't draw a ton of cards, so wanted to get some out of the hand to be able to draw more. More Whims getting set up on the bench, and here we go. Knockout on the Drizzile, so no Inteleon to work with, but does still have the Moltress to work with, so can hit for 220 damage here. Quick Ball on the Medicham, so gave up the Medicham, so doesn't have the leap play. I guess it could have also been a quick shooting KO, but I guess maybe that's why Finn took out the Drizzile, to stop the quick shooting KO from happening. That could have been why. Top hat just for boss. Shady dealings for boss. Can boss up. Can boss up the Whimsicott V. Take it out. Has the quick shooting for next turn. So actually, Rahul's kind of close here to maybe be able to close this one out. 2 prize cards, has a quick shooting. Got rid of the Medicham though. But getting rid of the Medicham was kind of weird there, I feel like. Because you could have looped the Crobat to give yourself +1 turn to play the game. I don't know if that would have mattered, but I don't know. That feels weird. They're in turns now. I don't know who's turn 0 actually on this. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure who's in turns. Whimsicotts are ready to go. There's the Marnie though. Takes away the Shady Dealings and Inteleon from Rahul. Rahul loses the V-Star attack. Oh, is that what's going to happen here? They're going to V-Star attack the Drizzile? That's actually super good. Yeah, you can V-Star attack the Drizzile here. Take away pretty much any options from Rahul. Yeah, that's actually huge, right? Yeah. Yeah, V-Star attack, KO the Drizzile. You're not afraid of Moltress. You're afraid of quick shooting. You're afraid of potentially a Yoga loop play. Yeah. Yep, KO the Drizzile. Rahul reads the card. Drizzy goes down, and I think that basically spells game over here. If Rahul had kept a what's it called, there would have been a chance, I think. If Rahul had kept a no out, and that's the dub for Finn. If Rahul had kept maybe a Rapid Strike energy. I don't know, it was looking pretty bleak at the end there. Good timed bosses and Marnies from Finn for sure.